In today's video, we will see few examples of advanced VLOOKUP. We will start with basics and gradually we will move to advanced one. What we are going to learn today will be basics. After that, VLOOKUP with columns, VLOOKUP with match, VLOOKUP with choose means this will be reverse VLOOKUP, VLOOKUP to get multiple results just with a single click, multiple VLOOKUP. So let's start with basics. On the left hand side, we have got employee data, in which we have got different headers. On the right hand side, I want to extract the data of a specific employee. Let's click over here. Before putting the formula, let's create drop down. I have clicked on employee ID. We'll go to data tab. In data tab on the right hand side, we get few options of data tools. In data tools, we get the option of data validation. I'll click on data validation. We can see any value over here. I'll click on drop down and we'll go to list, source. In source, I'll select all the employee IDs from top to bottom. We'll come to right hand side and we'll click on OK. So the drop down of employee ID got created. Our target over here is to extract the data of employees whenever we select any ID from the employee ID list, means drop down list. Now let's come to name. Before putting the formula, let's understand few things in detail. Let me delete the header. Okay, so as we all know, A, B, C, D, these are columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, these are our rows. As per Excel, our column starts from A. So A became column number 1, B became column number 2, C became 3, and so on. But as per VLOOKUP, our column number will start from here, means from the column where our data starts. So this became column number 1, this became 2, and so on. In case I'll insert one more column over here, in that case also our column number will start from here only. But as per Excel, it became 1, 2, and this became 3. So this is the thing what you will have to keep in mind before inserting the formula or function of VLOOKUP. Let's delete the numbers from here. Let's put 1 means as per VLOOKUP, 2, let's drag this to right. So as per VLOOKUP, we have got total 6 columns. Now let's insert our formula. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. Lookup value is the data based on which we are going to extract rest of the data. So we will extract the data based on employee ID. So this became our lookup value, comma, table array. Table array means our data. So this is our data on the left hand side. So from where to select the data? From name, employee ID, blood group or designation. One thing to remember over here, as we have selected employee ID as lookup value, so we will have to select our data from employee ID. You can select the data without headers, with headers, or you can select your data from top also. Benefit of selecting data from top: in case your data increases in future, you will not have to change your formula or range. So I have selected my data from top, comma, column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from employee ID. So employee ID automatically became column index number 1. Name became 2 and so on. So over here our target is to get the name. So name is in column number 2 or column index number 2. So we will put 2 over here, comma, we get two options. True for approximate match, means nearby match, and false is exact match. So we want exact match over here. So we will put false. For false, we use 0, and for true, we use 1. So instead of false, we can put 0 also. All the things are done. Now we will close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the name, employee ID 106, and we got the name. Let's cross check. Over here we can see. Let's come to right and let's change employee ID from the drop down. Name got automatically changed. Can we drag our formula to right hand side? As of now, the answer is no. Why no? Let's see. Let's drag this to right. We got the result. But is this proper result? No. I'll double click over here and just check the cell references. I had selected my data from column number 1, but as I dragged my data to right, my selection also got changed. So in this way, we can't get the proper result. So what can be done to get the proper result? Let's press enter and let's delete this. I'll double click on the name where we have inserted our formula. So our formula was plus or equal to, and over here we have got our lookup value. So we will have to lock our lookup value. So how to lock the lookup value? By inserting dollar in the beginning and in mid. I'll press F4 or function F4 one time, and dollar got inserted in the beginning and in mid. So my cell got locked. Now I'll click just after my table array. We will have to lock this also. So I'll press F4 or function F4, and dollars got inserted. Now I'll hit enter. Let's drag this to right. In every place I got name. So why we got name? I'll double click on designation. We can see 2 in the end, and this is our column index number. Let's come to left hand side. Column index number of designation is 4. So let's delete 2 and let's type 4. Enter. Now we got the designation. Let's come to phone number. Let's double click over here. Over here also we can see 2. Let's delete 2. Let's come to left. Over here we will have to put 5. I'll put 5 and we'll hit enter. Now we got proper result. So this was the basic. When we will change anything from the drop down, our data will automatically change. Perfect. Let's move to next example. VLOOKUP with columns. We use columns in VLOOKUP whenever we have to deal with vast data or large data. So before inserting the formula of VLOOKUP along with columns, let's understand columns first. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to columns. We got two options, column and columns. Over here, we have to select columns, bracket open, array. Array means our data. In array, I'll select employee ID as well as name. I'll close the bracket and will hit enter. Over here, what we got as a result? We got 2. And what's the column index number of name? It's 1, 2. Perfect. What will happen if I'll drag this to right? Over here also means in blood group also we got 2. But the column index number of blood group is 3. So what to do with this? Let's come over here. I'll double click on the formula and our range is I2 and J2 means employee ID and name. I'll click in the center just after I2 and will press F4 or function F4 means I'll lock my cell. Now I'll hit enter. Let's drag this to right. As a result, what we got? We got 3. Let's come to right and let's drag this. Just notice we got 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And this is what we are going to use in our VLOOKUP. Let's insert our formula now. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open, lookup value. So over here, our lookup value is employee ID because based on employee ID, we are going to extract rest of the data. As we are going to extract our data to right hand side, we will have to lock our employee ID. So I'll press F4 or function F4, comma, table array. Let's come to left and let's select our data from top. We will have to lock our table array also. So I'll press F4 or function F4, comma, column index number. As a column index number, we will have to insert the function or formula of columns. Let's do one thing. As of now, let's insert column index number manually. Let's put 2, comma, options true or false. So I'll put 0 for false. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the name. But how to use columns over here? I'll click on the formula of columns. We'll double click and we'll copy this. I'll not copy is equal to Control C or Command C. I'll hit enter. Now I'll go on top and we'll double click on the formula or function of VLOOKUP. We'll come to the end. 2 was our column index number. I'll delete this and we'll paste the function or formula of columns. Control V or Command V. Now I'll hit enter. Let's come to right and let's drag our formula. Just notice, without changing column index numbers, we got the proper result. If I change my employee ID over here, EM101, enter, all the things got changed automatically. Let's move to next example. VLOOKUP with match. Let's understand match first. Plus or equal to match. Bracket open. Lookup value. Over here, we will take name as lookup value. Means we will take the header, comma, lookup array, where we have to look for the header name among all these headers. So I have selected all the headers over here. We'll press F4 or function F4 and we'll lock my range, comma. We got three options over here also. 1, 0 and -1. Less than, exact match or greater than. In every place, our target will be exact match. So I'll click over here. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got 2. Let's drag this to right. We got 2, 4, 6. Employee ID is 1. Name is 2. Designation is 4. Means 2, 3, 4. Region, this is 5 and this is 6. So we got exact numbers. If I'll type region over here, region, just notice we got 6. And if I'll do name over here, we got 2. So we will use this function or formula in VLOOKUP. I'll click over here, bracket open, plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. Employee ID is our lookup value. We will lock this by pressing F4 or function F4. Means we will insert dollars, comma, table array. This is our table array. So I'll select my data from top. We'll lock my table array also by pressing F4 or function F4, comma, column index number. I'll put 2 over here, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the name. Now I'll come to match. We'll double click over here and we'll copy my formula without equal to. Control C or Command C. I'll hit enter now. We'll go on top and we'll double click on the formula of VLOOKUP. We'll delete 2 and we'll paste the function or formula of match. Control V or Command V. Enter. Now let's drag this to right. And we got the proper result. Let's go to headers, region. I'll do this blood group. And we got blood group as a result. Name, we got name. In designation, I'll do name. Over here, I'll do phone number. Perfect. So whenever you have got vast data, but in result you want limited headers, match can be used along with VLOOKUP. And believe me, VLOOKUP with match is my personal favorite. Let's move to next example. Reverse VLOOKUP. For reverse VLOOKUP, we will use the function or formula of choose. Let's understand choose first. Plus or equal to choose. Bracket open. Index number. We will not insert index number directly. Before that, we will insert curly bracket. So we will do curly bracket open. On the top, we have got two columns. One is phone number and other is name. So I'll put 1, 2. In case you have got more columns, you will have to increase this number. We are taking numbers based on this, not on our data. Curly bracket close, comma. Now we have to select our data. On top, phone number is in the beginning. So I'll select phone number from top to bottom. In case you want, you can select your data from top also. Comma, value 2. What I want over here? I want name. So where is my name? Over here. So I'll select my data from top to bottom. Over here, I haven't logged my cells because I'm not going to drag my data. I just want name over here. Now I'll close the bracket of choose and we'll hit enter. And what we got? We got phone number along with name. And our target over here is to get name against phone number. Now let's come over here and let's insert VLOOKUP. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open. Lookup value. This is my lookup value, comma, table array. Where is my table? This is my table array. But I'm not going to use this. I'll be using this table array. So let's insert choose over here. Choose, bracket open, index number. So what we learnt earlier, to insert curly bracket, we want two columns, 1, comma 2, curly bracket close, comma, value 1. In value 1, we will select all the phone numbers from top to bottom, comma, value 2, all the names from top to bottom. Now we will close the bracket of choose, comma, column index number. We have to provide column index number of VLOOKUP. So over here, phone number is column index number 1 and name is column index number 2. So we will put 2 over here, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Now we got name against phone number, and this is called reverse VLOOKUP. Means phone number was on the right hand side and name was on the left hand side, but then also we got the exact result or proper result. Let's move to next example. Multiple results. Over here in this example, we will insert VLOOKUP just a single time and we will get the proper result or results without dragging the formula. Let's see how. I'll click over here, plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. This is my lookup value, comma, table array. I'll select the whole data. This time I'm not going to lock my range, comma, column index number. I'll insert curly bracket. Now we have to provide column index numbers. So product ID was column index number 1. Product is 2. I'll put 2 over here, comma. January is 3. I'll put 3. February is 4. I'll put 4, comma. March is 5. I'll put 5. We'll close the curly bracket, comma. Options, I'll put 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. Just notice, just with a single click, I got the result without dragging the formula. Over here, against product ID, I want only sales, not the product name. So how to do this? Let's insert the formula. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value, product ID is my lookup value, comma, table array. Will select my data from top, comma, column index number, curly bracket open. I want sales of Jan, Feb and March. Let's come to left. Product ID is 1. Products is 2. Jan is 3. I'll put 3 over here. Comma. Feb is 4. We'll put 4. Comma. March is 5. I'll put 5 over here. Curly bracket close. Comma. Options. Let's select false or 0. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the proper result. What will happen if I change the sequence? Let's put Feb over here March, and over here Jan. I'll double click over here. Earlier we had taken 3, 4 and 5, but over here our sequence got changed. Let's see. Jan is 3, Feb is 4. So I'll do this 4. March is 5. I'll do this 5. And Jan is 3. So I'll do this 3. Means I have changed the sequence. Now I'll hit enter. P109. Let's cross check. Sales of February is 611, 611. March is 1107, 1107. And Jan is 1067, 1067. Let's change the data. Let's do this 999, enter. And on the right hand side, the data got changed. Means this is working perfectly. Let's move to next and our last example. Multiple VLOOKUP. On the left hand side, we have got our data and we have to extract the data on the right hand side. Over here, we have got employee ID, name. We can see employee ID and name in our data, which is on the left hand side. But in the right hand side, we want designation and phone number also. But on the left hand side data, we can't see designation and phone number. Designation and phone number is in another sheet, which is our employee data. Name, designation and phone number. But over here, we haven't got employee ID. I'll go to previous sheet. Over here, we have to extract the data based on employee ID. But over here, there is no employee ID. So in such a scenario, we will have to use multiple VLOOKUP. Let's come to name. Let's insert the formula plus or equal to VLOOKUP. Bracket open, lookup value. employee ID will be our lookup value, comma, table array. I'll select my data from top. I have to drag my data to right. So I'll lock my range by pressing F4 or function F4. Even we will have to lock our lookup value. So I'll press F4 or function F4. We'll come to the end, comma, column index number. Selection of VLOOKUP started from employee ID. So employee ID automatically became column index number 1. Name became 2. I'll put 2 over here, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the name. Now I'll come to designation and we'll insert the formula. And over here, we will use multiple VLOOKUP. Plus or equal to VLOOKUP, bracket open, lookup value. I'll take employee ID as lookup value. We'll lock my employee ID by pressing F4 or function F4, comma, table array. As a table array, I'll select this data only. We'll press F4 or function F4 and we'll lock my range, comma, column index number. I'll take column index number of name. So I'll put 2, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got name over here. Now I'll double click. We'll come in the very beginning and we'll insert another VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, bracket open. We have to provide lookup value. So I'll take last VLOOKUP as my lookup value. We'll come to the end, comma, table array. For table array, I'll go to my employee data sheet and we'll select the whole data from top. We'll press F4 or function F4 to lock my range, comma, column index number. We want designation, so name became 1 and designation became 2. So I'll put 2 over here, comma, 0 for exact match. We'll close the bracket and we'll hit enter. We got the designation. Let's drag this to right. Over here also we can see designation. If you want, you can use match over here. I'll just double click. We'll come to the end. We'll delete 2 and we'll put 3. Enter. And we got phone number. Over here, I had deleted 2 and instead of 2, I had inserted 3. Why? I'll hit enter. We'll go to employee data. Over here, name was column index number 1, designation was 2 and phone number was 3. Only reason I had inserted 3 over here instead of 2 or in place of 2. I'll hit enter. Now let's change employee ID. EM101. Enter. Albert, manager, and phone number is ending with 89. Let's go to employee data. Albert, manager, and phone number is ending with 89. Let's cross check for Mason also. Mason, cleaner, and phone number is ending with 05. Employee ID is 117. Enter. Mason, cleaner, and phone number ending with 05. So this is how we insert multiple VLOOKUP. So these were the few examples where we had covered VLOOKUP from basics to advanced. I'll provide the link of file in description box. In case you want to download, you can.